Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Driveway Engineer. I'm JR. It's hot as balls. I'm going to get in here and get out. My Toyota uses an LS alternator. Threw the belt the other day. And when I went looking, it turned out that I blew the front bearing out of the thing. So, not really sure what happened there. I don't really care, I guess. We'll see if it happens again. But it's hot as hell. So I'm gonna grab this and we're gonna go from there. So the alternator on the Toyota, you know, that's an OM617, but it's one of these AD244 units off an LS. They're 105 amps. There's actually, if you look really, really close, see that spacer? So I know this is a smaller one, and that's the one I have, but there is a bigger, I think 140 amp version that doesn't use that spacer. They're typically in 2500s. Daryl, the engine in Daryl was supposed to have one, and I just added the spacer in a smaller alternator. But yeah, this one looks decent. The electrical demands of a mechanical diesel with, you know, just running the 12 volt, the gauges and stuff inside, not very high. You can rebuild these and soup them up and stuff, but I'm not going to bother with that right now. Right now I just need a functioning alternator. Fuel's at $6 a gallon, so I'd really like to drive my Toyota a couple days a week for free, and that'd save me $50 a week. So yeah, I'm going to cut this thing off and get out of here. Or maybe we'll walk around. It is 96 degrees, which for some of you is not that hot. It's super humid. It's like breathing through a washcloth. So yeah, it kind of sucks. But it's a 03, perfect. I'm gonna cut this sucker out of here. A lot of people ask me what I use, and not much. I stopped by Harbor Freight and picked up a $7 set of wrenches and a $6 cutter, and that'll get her out for me. I think this alternator's been replaced, but we'll see. So I boo-booed, and this wrench set doesn't have a 15, which bums me out. The alternator bolts are a 15. I'm going to roam around. This one's like brand new. I think that I'll take the one off Daryl tonight and come back and get this one tomorrow with a 15 millimeter wrench. I thought they were 13s, so shows what I know. But fuck my life. I guess we'll go see. Let's see what else we can see. I might get lucky and find one laying on the ground, but alternators are one of the things they typically take, like you see here. What do we got here? I thought this was going to be a 2500. Somebody snatched her pretty early, and the whole front pump. I don't know if that's like a way that they pull. There's a stupid Blazer diff. Somebody took the diff out of this thing and just left it laying there. They left the engine. I wonder why they did that. Seems hard. Yeah, I guess we'll just roam, see what we can see. This one's Corsica. I've been seeing a bunch of little cars from the 90s on the road lately because like people are digging them out of somewhere because fuel prices are high, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to regroup and come back tomorrow. Kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. Wonder what they're after here. Oh, injectors. Probably the injectors. Whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna see, I find stuff on the ground all the time, but I think I'm unlikely to find an alternator on the ground. Yeah, we'll call it a wrap. This one's a bust. Sometimes that's how she goes. I guess we'll see you next time, guys. Enjoy your heat wave and $6 a gallon fuel. Alright, so I'm back. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Looks like they got like a whole buttload of bikes in here. These 70s Hondas are cool, but the shaft-driven ones suck. On the bright side, since I'm here for the second time, the second day in a row, I know exactly where to go to find a brand new alternator. So All you need is a pair of cutters and a 15mm wrench. It's not as hot as it was yesterday, and yet there's nobody out here. It's a little weird. Kind of cool though. I'll bring you guys back when I get to the truck. I'll come over here and film. There's a guy working right next to that truck. And not everybody in the junkyard's on the up and up with the law. I want to show you guys this though. There's 2 lessons to learn from this little debacle. Number 1, bring the correct tools for the job. And number 2, just because something's been thrown away doesn't mean it's useless. The reason that I showed you that truck, and I'm showing you this alternator, see how it's clean and perfect and brand new, and it's a Delphi, and it's just because stuff's in the junkyard doesn't mean it's worthless. Somebody bought that truck, cared about that truck, bought nothing but the best, like those Dynapro AT2s and their fancy Plastidip on their wheels, and the black, they restored the plastics on the Avalanche, and they bought a wonderful brand new Delphi alternator for it. And then they wrecked it, and now it's in the junkyard, and I can come pick up all the stuff from it for very little money. So when I see people saying things like, I don't trust a motor from the junkyard, it's used, why not? Why not? The motor in your car is used, that you're driving right now. How many miles are on that? You're not rebuilding it every night. Why do you not trust things from the junkyard? Here's a beautiful score, by the way, for somebody. Wrecked 6-liter. This is exactly what I'm talking about too. This is a wrecked 6.0 truck, and somebody will come out here, pull this, which has got a brand new exhaust manifold on it. This thing was cared for before it hit a pole. It's got 2 brand new exhaust manifolds on it, brand new bolts. Somebody's cared about this. Don't pull this engine and completely rebuild it while you're at it because you don't trust it. It was running on this day. Why won't it run for you? It will. You're more likely to screw this up messing with it and be one of those people going, oh, well, I've cranked my engine 35 minutes with no plugs in it trying to build oil pressure, and why? You know, just take this out, put the cam of your choice in it, and start it. And it has 310,000 miles, and I don't care. I would 100% put this in my junk and start it. Without a doubt. If I had the money and the time, I would come pull this right now for my Dodge and run it exactly as is. But it's here at Weller Self-Serve in Grand Rapids, Michigan for you to wish you were closer. So I'm gonna take my little alternator and go drive my Toyota. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you.